something away from them, because right now Dallas is getting to all the strike zones that you would want offensively.
Shepard is in her 6th year out of Notre Dame, and she's right now on pace to average, if she averages 10, 10, and 5, she'd just be the 2nd player in WNBA history to do that. Candace Parker was the 1st. Stuffing the stat sheet throughout the season, doing it again tonight. Shot clock winding down, tossed up by Bell. That doesn't fall. Rebound pulled down by James. James looking to run. Smith banged on Lloyd. Nice footwork inside. Alana Smith has been with this team, getting her 1st year, and it's kind of taking a little while to get her feet under her. Co-defensive player of the year last year. The offense hasn't been there just yet. But you have to be optimistic that she'll figure it out here in this Dallas system as Lloyd drills a 3 from the 45. There could be more from Alana Smith here for us.
I think she's still got to find her way a little bit too. There's been so much change and adjust. A new coach, a new system for her, right? Comes over in free agency.
Wale rises up. 24 on 24 Malinx that time.
Oh, and let's not forget about Enrique, right? I mean, the options and the weapons that Dallas presents is tough.
You have to give Enrique Wale credit over the last 2 seasons. Paige Beckers comes in last year. Now you have Jeff Shepard, another person that can kind of take some of the usage out. And Wale has had the right attitude with this team.
Yeah, she got to pick and choose her shots, right? Right now, she's running the offense without AZ or Paige out there. Look at that nice pass as she splits the defense. And to me, I know you talk about her scoring ability because it is so special, but those plays right there, equally as important. Enrique's averaging a career low 13 shots a game, but the quality might be up on them because of who she's playing with now.
It's her 3rd dime of the game so far. Lloyd is starting to feel it from the outside as she drills another. It's 3 of 3 from 3-point range. Lloyd.
Well, here's Alana Smith. Early impact from her as well. Watch the nice feet right here. Looks like she's faking back almost for a second, pivots through and finishes on the other side. It's a vet right there, and then moving alongside a player like Enrique. Have your hands ready, head on a swivel. You say that defensively, there's certain players in the league. That's offense too, because you might be getting that rock at any time.
Just Shepard back on the floor, banging with Talbot. She sees 2. Good ball movement by the wings. Enrique Wale as the shot clock expires. Everything clicking right now for the wings. And we're going the other way on the offensive foul. It's Chelsea Gray's 3rd personal foul. And plenty of time left here in this 1st half. She's going to stay on the floor.
That's so impactful. If I'm Dallas, I'm looking to attack the next play down the court, but she earns the trust, of course, of Becky Hammond. She's not coming out of the game.
Shepard, patient down low, now attacking Gray. Can't get it to go. Gray gobbles up the board. Wilson stops at the line. Can't get the roll. Here's Jess Shepard on the push. Beckers on the up fake. Got it from 3.
The muscle memory in those feet, man. You can watch that all day, Carlin. It's so pretty. And it's really uncontested, right? I mean, she's just playing at her own speed, as she always does.
Another steal here for the Wings. Beckers. Wale thought about it, now takes the 3. Indeed! The Dallas Wings knocking down trays like a clumsy server.
It is a 3-point party. Rice team overreacting defensively on everything. So they started in the paint, and now they're burning them outside.
Beautifully done, Amy, to illustrate how they're getting those open shots. And this is a team you don't want to give up open shots to. Led to an Aces timeout. They come out of the timeout with a turnover. Not what you want right now. Beckers. Inside, Shepard, up fake. And she'll go to the line.
Chelsea Gray is so frustrated right now. You just saw the reaction to it because this Vegas Aces team has such a high expectation of themselves. Not the outside, which, by the way, the outside expects a lot too. This is a team that expects so much, and right now they are just having problems coming up with any type of stop. They're just not taking anything from Dallas.
That face says it all right there.
Well, and coming into it, this was the focus. You don't want to talk about offense. We have a defensive issue right now, and they're playing one of the top offensive teams outside their own selves in Dallas, who's come in very confident.
Second foul on Melissa Smith on that trip down. 19 points now, the largest lead of the game. Career comes up with a block. Young got it back, floats it up, can't get it to go. Wale stumbling, bumbling, and keeps possession of the rock. Wale turns on the chest. Kick to the corner. 5-3, indeed. Wale dishing out assists left, right, and center. She now has 4. Young has it. And a foul is going to be called on Enrique Wale.
When you talk about containing point of attack, this is exactly it. Jackie Young is going to rush at Enrique. Right now, Vegas is really just not in a great place defensively. That causes so many overreactions, collapses in the paint, and then you're kicking it out to a great three-point shooter, a great set shooter in AZ Fudd, who, by the way, when Enrique gets into the paint and collapses, the best shooters, they're already thinking of making that shot before they even catch it.
15 assists on 17 makes. Here's Shepard. The handoff to Fudd, turns the corner. That's her spot, and she knocks it down.
It's your turn now, AZ, right? This is, everyone's kind of had their moments, and hits the corner, next play down the court, gets to the free throw line for a nice jumper.
Wilson couldn't control that pass. It goes out of bounds.
It's one of those nights early for Vegas where you just don't feel like much is going your way for this Aces team that averages 92 a night, leads the WNBA 26. Late into the second quarter.
Shepard watched by Wilson. Shepard puts it on the deck. Wilson with good defense, good ball pressure. But they let Fudd get free for 2.
We're seeing 3 levels on 3 possessions. Corner, mid-range, and now at the rim.
Melissa Smith down the lane and able to put a stop to the bleeding. We're trying to get it to the quarterback. And Jessica Shepard off the ball. Wale gets knocked down. It looks like the foul's going to be on Young.
Well, look at AZ Fudd right now. This is her gym. This is her arena. Just a nice back cut all the way to the rim because Jackie Young's overplaying her. Why is Jackie Young overplaying her? Because she just hit a corner 3. She just got to the elbow. So much pressure. As a defender, when you're just trying to stop the bleeder, right? You're just running out everywhere. Here you go again.
Another backdoor cut and another layup right at the rim. The Wings are really getting anything they want right now. Wilson, baseline drive, gave it away. Wale stops, pops. Can't get it to drop. And it's going to stay here. Last touch by Drew Lloyd. A 19-2 run over the last 4 minutes plus for the Wings.
And if you're Dallas, if you're Jose Fernandez, you got to be okay with the 54, but really proud of the 28 because they're playing on 2 ends right now.
Foul's called on Melissa Smith, and they're going to say that AZ was in the motion of going towards the bucket. So we'll see her at the line.
So much respect for AZ Fudd, who comes in, #1 pick overall. So much conversation and chat about her. Doesn't start the first handful of games and leads to more chatter. Look at the way she's fallen into this offense and into this organization, and she just goes about her way. She doesn't say anything. She doesn't, her demeanor doesn't change. But what you've seen in the last maybe 2 minutes of this ball game is how deadly, why she was chosen #1. She gets it done from anywhere on the court. And by the way, now at the free throw line, so we've seen her scoring live from all 3 levels, and now gets to the free throw line.
Chelsea Gray, watch by Easy Fuck. Young sneaking her way into the lane. It's not there. Shepard on the push. And over the head of the walk-away.
Just the records. But Jose has got to be so impressed with his young team and the way that they've met this moment against Vegas on their home court.
Lloyd from the corner and knocks it down. So good out of timeout play that time for the Aces, and a successful set end to the three-point. Lloyd has not missed from three-point range.
Well, that's why this game's hard for Lloyd. He has a lot of time, but there's serious star power with the Aces.
It's a good pass by Shepard down low. Weir could not get it to drop. Wilson on the rim run, has Beckers on her. Lloyd for 3. Jewel Lloyd is red hot. 5 straight from the land beyond.
And Asia Wilson, who would not be yelled at to take that shot, right? In the block, on the block, she's got a lane, but who's the hot hands? See if Jewel Lloyd gets the touch again.
Gotta feed number 24, don't you? She has the rock right now. Driving baseline, Beckers fouls her. Coming up on American Express at the half, feature on Paige Beckers, and we'll also take a look at some of the highlights and stats from this first half.
Well, Vegas, you go 1:44 left. What can we get this game to? Now it's those increments, knowing halftime's coming.
Bank shot inside by Wilson. Doubt she called glass. Jose Fernandez calls a timeout. 98 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll be back.
Financial implications. Every single game, the winner, $3,000 to their charity. The team that doesn't win, and I don't say loser because there are no losers, because their charity's still getting $1,000, and so it's a wonderful initiative from the league. But then you also just remember these are the most elite competitors in the world, and so they just want to win anything that's on the table.
Talked to Asia Wilson about the Cup specifically, and she said it feels like October basketball. Gives you that intensity that you don't normally get this early in the season. So she loves it. The Aces are on an 8-0 run. Looking to add to it. Wilson to the basket, gets fouled, and she'll earn a trip to the line. Can't repeat what she said, but I think she's finally relieved that she got a whistle going her way.
Well, this is a pro being an elite pro, because going into the previous timeout, she had words with the officials and felt maybe that they weren't getting some of the calls. And so the next time the ball's in her hand, she goes all the way to the rim. Not going to stop that woman to a certain extent, right? I mean, she is just absolutely brilliant.
Feels like the only thing that can stop her is herself. A penny for that woman's thoughts right there, Becky Hammond, who talked about the checkpoints in the season. We said it. She normally does it through 11 games at a time, and she said that this one, she was focused on defense and defense only coming into it. That's all film session was all about coming into this game. I think she's going to have a lot to say going into the halftime break.
Another film session, maybe at halftime.
Wally falling away, can't get it to go.
And if you're Vegas and you can force them into some isolation looks, right, challenge them, that's a good defensive possession.
Smith missed the bunny. Wally. Race for Beckers. 2-for-1 opportunity here for the Lynx, for the Wings if they want. Beckers so tough off the ball. Weir for 3. Bud battling, trying to get the offensive board, can't get it. About a 3-second difference between shot and game clock. Wilson sees single coverage. He knows what to do. Can't make them pay. Shot clock is on 1 here with 10 to shoot.
Not missing that shot too often in Asia Wilson, right? And so this is a half for Vegas where you got to just take a deep breath and recalibrate a little bit.
Beckers weaving through traffic. Shepard's not going to get it off in time. And that's how we end the first game. Jose Fernandez knows that the Aces will start with the raw here. It'll be interesting to see how they come out and try to chip away at this lead. Dallas has led by as many as 28. The lead is 19 right now.
First couple minutes of a half like this are always so important. If you give Vegas a little bit of life, they will certainly capitalize.
Chance of defense coming in from this great crowd here in Texas. And Smith silences them momentarily with a floater.
He's got to be big time because Asia will. Chelsea, right? Those players get so much attention, and so for Smith to be a big-time threat, important down the stretch here.
One running out. Young on the push. One more pass. Steph Talbot for 3. Can't get it to drop. Two Aces come diving in for the offensive rebound attempt. The foul is going to be called on Weir, who looks up at the official Blanca Burns and was not really feeling that call.
Well, that's partly because Melissa Smith is attacking the offensive glass hard.
It's a hard screen by Smith. The 3 Young for 3. She can't get it to drop. Here's Beckers. They stand here until a bucket goes in the second half. Wings fans do. Shepard kicks it back out to Beckers. Beckers for 3. Not there. Offensive rebound for Dallas. The first of the game. Could pay it off with a 3-point opportunity by Gumbawala. Here's Young on the 45. Space for Wilson to work. Sees single coverage. Licking her chops. Wilson fading. Can't get it to drop. And that was an awkward box out that time by Beckers, but she got the rebound.
It's not an easy one in that matchup.
Fudd had that ball tipped. Shepard sees 2. It's ripped out of her hands by Gray. Chelsea Gray playing with those 3 fouls. Up early in that second quarter. So far, she stayed out of foul trouble the rest of the way in that first half. And there's another turnover here where the Aces just don't look like themselves right now.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. Just a mistimed connection between Jackie Young and Asia Wilson. Jose Fernandez putting Awakawir into the starting lineup has really made an impact tonight. Just her size and length off the top has really disrupted Vegas and some of the things they're trying to do offensively.
Jackie Young picks up the foul there. First team foul here in this second half. It's the 3rd foul on Young. So now Young and Gray both for 3 fouls. Shepard rejects the screen from Fudd. Now rolls to the rim. Tipped. Good hands there by Wilson. Gray streaking as Young. Another turnover. Beckers for 3. And everyone can sit down. Breaks a 6-minute field goal drought for the Wings. Push the lead back to 20. Dual action. Good ball movement here by the Aces. Smith alone down low. It's a good scoop pass that time by Talbot.
And for whatever reason, Vegas in the open court is struggling a little bit, but when they're in the half court here early in the second, they're at least finding some nice high percentage shots, and most of them coming in the paint.
Beckers, tough shot over Gray. Say over the PA here, Page buckets. Got another one for the tough defense. Smith falling away, was looking for a foul, doesn't get one. Numbers now for the Wings. Fudd, rim run. Agumbawale behind the back. Agumbawale bumping. Agumbawale falling away. Can't get it to drop. And Awakawir with a good hustle draws a foul.
Yeah, Yeah, look at this is a turnover. You don't see it too often again, and the intention's there. The push is just not executed, but it leads to numbers and a wide open Paige Bueckers. And this is the brilliance of Paige right here, is that she knows when to take over a game. She knows when a teammate might need an extra pass, but then it's go time sometimes. And to me, that's a demoralizing bucket against Vegas, because offensively they're going, what are we doing right now? But it also turns into a big shot on the other end.
Easy fun. Able to kiss that one off the window. Ray crossing over. Can't get that to drop. Feels right now, Amy, like the Wings are playing team basketball and the Aces are playing a lot of one-on-one basketball.
Well, they're up 22. They want to play fast. You can still play with pace, but you don't have to rush.
Wale shakes Lloyd. Oh! Arike Akumbawale in her bag, and it's a Celine. Young at the nail. Tough shot, not there. Shepard pulls it down. Akumbawale on the handoff, attacking, and is hit.
Here's the thing about Arike. She is one of the most electrifying scorers in the game. She does not miss these types of shots right here. It's a little big opportunity, just a little butt shove there, but you feel the crowd, right? The big moment players feel the crowd. They know the moment that doesn't even touch the rim. That's who Arike is. And she, I'll say it again, has had to sacrifice shot attempts, field goal attempts. She's had to sacrifice touches, but it's meant efficiency. It's equal more wins. And at this point in her career, right, you really want to start competing for championships. That might mean a couple less shots, but don't worry, the big moments are still going to find a player like that.
16 and counting right now. By the way, 6 assists tonight for Arike Akumbawale. That shot short. Young was able to track down her own miss and put it back up and in. Halfway through the third. It's a 10-2 run right now for Dallas. Wale trying to shake Lloyd once again. Stares her down with a 3. Can't get it to drop. Chelsea Gray comes up with the board. Wilson puts her head down to the 10. That's Asia Wilson basketball.
Single coverage on the move. She's got to attack. Still lots of time, but those are quick buckets her team needs so much, because look at Dallas advancing the ball. Look to play with pace, but again, you're not pushing the ball up and looking to score quick. Use some clock. Draw some fouls here.
That foul on Jackie Young, and that's her 4th.
Night from Arike, and in the last meeting, Dallas wins the game. She had only scored 1 point, had 2 assists, and she was not feeling well. She was sick and under the weather. I guess my point is if you're Dallas and you're winning games with players not feeling at their best, with players down, that's a very good sign. But you certainly see why in a game like tonight, where you want them all feeling good and out there, you see a nice smile and a well-deserved break, because starting this half strong was so important for Dallas, and they certainly have.
Out of the timeout, Dallas basketball. Let's see if they can continue it. Went to the break saying Jackie Young has 4 fouls. She is off the floor right now. So is Chelsea Gray potentially. That foul was not on her. Would have been her 4th if it was. She has 3 fouls.
Kirsten Bell just checking into the game, and single coverage on Jessica Shepard, who catches the ball at the rim. Becky Hammond told us, she told her team, I'm looking for any defensive combinations. And so right now, anyone, getting to go, foul trouble, but also you're looking for a spark. You're saying, who's going to compete? And while there's time, this is more about competing and getting yourself right again with a whole lot of basketball to play, because Carlin, you just mentioned that game on USA Sports Wednesday night, Vegas at Phoenix. These games don't get easier. It doesn't matter who you're playing. You're the defending champs, reigning 2-time, by the way, looking for that three-peat. Everyone's bringing their best for you every single night.
On 3 of the last 4 championships. And you're right, Amy. It's a heavyweight fight every single night. And Becky Hammond knows that. And when we talked to her at shoot-around, she said, that's why I don't even watch what other teams are doing. The focus is on us and what we are doing going forward. And that's the standard that they've been talking about all season long. Bell on the 45. Good handoff by Parker Tyus, and Bell finds a lane.
And that's what you want, your two players coming off the bench. Give us something, and they certainly have in these first couple minutes here.
Jake Sutton, who signed just yesterday, on the floor once again. For the Wings. Blood tried to backdoor that time. It was read by Gray. She got her hands on it. Now she has the rock staring at Paige Beckers. Alana Smith picks up the foul that time, and she was trying to prevent Asia Wilson from catching it in her office.
Now, why would she be trying to prevent Asia Wilson from catching the ball at the elbow right here? But that's what you do, right? I mean, you turn around, if you look at Asia trying to fight for position, and then also you're frustrated, you're kind of making some noise, the official looks, and capitalizing, detrimental right now. They've got to find a way to push back here if you're Vegas, but can you chip away a little at a time?
Last two, well, the defensive player of the year, it was a co-defensive player of the year award handed out, Smith and Wilson, last season. Smith guarding Wilson right now. Parker Tyus got free, and Gray found her inside.
Increments, Carlin, 3 minutes left in the quarter. What can you get this to? If you're Vegas, I think 15 to 12 would be nice if you go on a quick little run here. You feel good going into the fourth.
Gotta have those stops though, Amy. And there is one as Becker's bank shot doesn't fall. Parker Tyus sets the screen for Gray. Gray patient inside, rejected by Sutton. Sutton pushing. Sutton now looking for help. It's Shepard, top of the key. AZ on the up fake, indeed.
That swing, the monster block, but then the wide open baseline jumper. That's like, to me, that's a fragment in this game where you go back and say, doesn't seem like a lot, but it was.
Asia Wilson blowing right by Smith for the lay that time. We're gonna get a timeout here. Alana Smith got hit in the nose, and her head coach wanted to take care of her. We'll be back. 24 hours as a Wings player, and fans had something to cheer about. Defensive end. Beckers, the shot clock winds down. Can't get that to drop. Rebound pulled down that time by Drew Lloyd. Parker Tyus getting the extended minutes here, trying to give something to the Aces. She misses on the three-point attempt. That's tracked down by Beckers. Seconds remaining here in the third. Shook for three. Off the mark.
She's going to be okay here. It's like timing, not nice getting waved right when you're a professional player, especially when you have experience in this league. But what you saw there, I thought that was the biggest part of it, is the rest of season. You're going to be here now, so you can relax, you can play yourself, you can execute when you're out there, hustle plays. And if I'm a free agent and I'm a vet in this league and Dallas calls, I think I'm pretty excited to come on over because of their vision and because of who's here and being a piece of that puzzle. Something exciting for a player like Shug, I'd say.
Yeah, they wanted her here. Coach Fernandez said they needed a point guard. They could have really gotten anybody that's available. And they went out and got Shug. So that, to your point, Amy, has to be a good feeling. Alyssa Smith at the nail. Time for the Aces to work with. Parker Tyus can't get it to drop. This Shepard is filling up the stat sheet. That's her 11th board. Gumawale on the offensive rebound. Shepard set for Gumawale. It's her night. 19 and counting for Enrique.
It's her quarter. Really, right? I mean, you had a masterful third quarter.
Lloyd chiseling her way inside for two. Lloyd now with 17. Rare two-point basket for her in this game. 5 of 5 from three-point range. Wimbawale has Smith on the switch. Puts it on the deck. Wimbawale, step back. Good defense that time by Smith. Ware for three. Can't get it to drop. Offensive rebound, Shepard. It's down low. Kicks back out. Wimbawale. Step back three. Not there. Roof would have blown.
Who's not a three-point shooter, who shoots 60% on 10 attempts a game. I mean, she's one of the best players on the best team, Jessica Shepard. Here she goes. Should be in this conversation. Oh, I thought that was going to be assist number 8 on the night.
Amy's play-by-play career is just starting, folks.
Hockey assist.
I can sit back and just let her go to work.
No.
ISO, clear out.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe she doesn't get mentioned because of who she plays with, but I think if you talk to anybody in this Dallas organization or anyone who really follows this league, Jessica Shepard has been one of the most impactful players this season so far on a winning team.
Yeah, career highs in points, rebounds, assists, and she's earning career high in minutes this season by her play for Coach Fernandez. And by the way, we're on triple-double watch for Jess Shepard. She's 3 assists shy from what would be her 3rd triple-double this season. No one else has one. Shepard inside, foul, and she'll go to the line.
Another just massive evening. And she's 4 for 6 from the field. And that's part of the brilliance. I mean, you look at that master triple-double against Vegas in late May, 22, 20, and 10. 8 for 13 from the field, though, right? Like 13 shots.
Yeah. Incredible. Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule here in the W. Tonight, the LA Sparks taking on the Golden State Valkyries. That's happening at 10 on Peacock. Then right back here on USA Network with the Tempo and the Fever at 7 p.m. And then a great W on Wednesday night. Liberty, Sky, Aces, Phoenix. You don't want to miss it. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. Drew Lloyd, killer crossover, step back, it's not there. But Wimbawale ran underneath that rebound. Adds a full head of steam now. At the nail, can't get it to drop. Melissa Smith with a rebound. And that's number 6 for Melissa Smith. Smith calls her own number, stripped by Shepard, but Shepard got a piece of the arm too. And that will send Smith to the line. This is only going to be appearances 6 and 7 for the night for the Aces at the foul line.
And that's an issue because Jessica Shepard alone is 7 for 10.
Yeah.
And that was an issue in the previous meeting as well. Back in May, I mean, Vegas took 15 more shots from the field and didn't win that game. Yes, Dallas was more efficient, but they were also a plus 12 points from the free throw line. And so when you really do break the game down, how can you impose your will and chip away and get something? Empty possessions really hurt you. Getting to the free throw line, that means you're not showing an empty possession. And for Vegas, they just had a hard time getting there.
This also speaks to the aggressiveness for the Vegas Aces, too. Just didn't come out with that level of intensity that they needed to have at the start of the game. That's why they're in this hole. A foul down low. It's on Bellhurst's 3rd.
Well, this game is often such a game of momentum and runs, and you can get momentum forward, but then you can also snowball backwards. And it really felt like Vegas snowballed backwards early because of how quickly Dallas was able to get out and run. And Vegas just really couldn't pull them back.
Wale, step back 3. Short. Try and chase down a miss and then stopped because she realized she wasn't going to get there and didn't want to go crashing into the photographers. So let's see if the Aces could string together a couple of possessions here. Right? And see if we can chip it down to what number? 12.
Because Vegas is who they are and they have the star power and the firepower they have. 15 and 5. But it's just tough. I mean, when you look at the time and score, the best player in the world is not out there tonight, and that's tough. That's tough for Vegas. A little bit smaller right now in their lineup, and so they've got to be very aggressive defensively and score quickly.
There's an aggressive move by Melissa Smith. thing you don't want to do with your Dallas is take your foot off the gas. Yes, Shepard. Threw a pass into traffic. It ended up to Career. Couldn't get it to drop. Valkyries, a high dribble. Young for three, it's not there, and another rebound plucked down out of the sky for Shepard. It's her 14th, and how about another time? Her 8th.
There's the implosion.
And that's what we've been seeing from her, and it really has allowed her just to flourish in this Jose Fernandez offensive system.
It's a great point, Idona. They're playing that European style of basketball right now. 25 assists on 28 made field goals. Team ball.
And you know what the tough part is if you're Vegas? They knew it coming in. They said, we can't let her do this again. And Becky Hammond said very much like a Jokic or a Draymond, where they're kind of quarterbacking a really good offense, and you know it's coming, and you still just can't find ways to stop it and slow it down.
Starters back on the floor for the Aces. They have one more push left in. Shook Sutton. Shepard, great pass. I mean, what about that look? Offhand bullet in the shooting pocket.
I don't shoot threes, but I got vision of a guard. I've got passing skills and vision of a PG. AZ got so excited today when she said, oh, when PG Jess comes out, we're all having fun. You know why? Watch this. One dribble post, one hand into the pocket of Enrique across an entire defense. I mean, her vision, but then the execution to put it right in the pocket there of Enrique. So special. One more assist away, and if you're her team, you want to be the one to give her it.
The steal, Shug, ain't sweet. Oh, she missed it. James with the rebound. Shepard.
Cut, somebody cut and get open. Let's go. Let's end this now.
A walk career, what a rejection by Parker Tyus. Back the other way, 2-on-1. Talbot with the Euro. Or the Oceania from Australia.
There you go.
22-point game.
You are so internationally poised in this game, Carlin. Seriously.
James floats it off the window. Defense just hasn't been there for the Aces. Lloyd. Steal by James. Shug. Shepard. Career late into the picture. Puts it on the deck. Wale's calling for it, but they didn't find it. She's going to have to get it herself on the steal. Her second of the night. Wale down the lane. Strip. It's James for three. Not there. Shepard with another board. Crowd wants her to get that one more time to give her a triple-double. She's gonna roll the kick. Wale in and out. Career gets another offensive board, and this crowd knows it's at stake, and so does Jess Shepard.
Half smile on her face if she's playing right now.
Wale, look away, dime inside, and it's gonna be a shot clock violation. Just too selfish that on that possession.
I mean, when you talk about opposite ends of the scale right now, you've got a team that is doing whatever they want to the point where they're willing to give up shot clock violations to try to get their triple-double sealed for Jessica Shepard. And then you've got the team on the other end, right? Down 24, reigning champs. And Jessica Shepard's gonna get subbed out. I mean, there's still 4:37. I don't know if she'll get back in or not, but I mean, listen, the most important thing is the win, absolutely. What a night thus far for Shepard.
Maddie Segrist on the floor, so is Alicia Clark. It's Bell down low. Clark with her first touch of the rock. Hands it off to James. Clark won a championship with the Aces. Nice footwork inside against her former team. Tyus pulls out the board.
Well, Alicia Clark was instrumental in that first win back on May 28th. I mean, she came off the bench and played 18 minutes. And 6 points and an assist, but she was a +11. And remember Jose Fernandez telling us that she was such a big part of that win, and they really leaned on her experience and her leadership in that second half. So, say it again, the puzzle pieces, Alicia Clark, part of this vision as well.
Crowd rises as Lee LaRue into the game for the Wings. 28 blue. James, blocked by Bell. And it was last touched, it looked like, by James, who was on the floor, but I believe the officials are going to take a look at this. Saw the finger tornado by Blanca Burns. And we'll go to the monitor. 22-point advantage for the Wings on this official review with 3 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. And right now the Wings all smiles, and the officials are checking a possible hostile act here on this official review. We'll take a look to see what they're looking at.
James certainly with a tough attack, and I see him.
I believe it might be after the fact. Maybe we'll get a better look here.
Yeah.
So the block looks, well, could have been a foul call. But was there a hit towards the face afterwards?
Well, I understand what the official's doing in that there's a very frustrated Vegas team. However, I've seen a lot tougher hits tonight in this game, especially early with the amount of physicality. In a good way, I love the way this game's been officiated. Secondary action. She gets her. Do I think it's intentional or a non-basketball play? I do not, but I have been wrong, and there's a reason I'm over here, and I'm not an official.
Well, the officials never really, they don't look at intent. It is just the play at hand, because you can't really judge intent, right? So that didn't look
I think
like
you can judge intent sometimes.
You and I can. You and I can sitting over here. It is World Cup season, by the way, so that looks like a play that you might see on the pitch and maybe not.
There's something else going on other than WNBA right now? Are you kidding me? I'm just kidding. Bye.
Well, tonight, it's been all about Commissioner Cup action here in the W, and the Aces are down 22. The Aces had an opportunity to clinch their spot in the championship game. So take a look to crew chief Timothy Green. I don't think we got it here.
Did you get that? Because you got great ears if you got that.
Well, I don't think I got it. So we'll get the explanation here from our officials.
All right, so it is going to be a technical foul for the flail, which made contact to James's face.
Appreciate Ryan Sassano coming over to our table to give us an explanation about that.
And listen, Vegas frustrated. They don't like it. There's two ways you look at it. By the rule and the adjudication, understanding the officials, it's a 22-point game, but you have a very frustrated team. So a little proactivity possibly from the officials. Do I like it? No, I don't love it. I don't think it was a non-basketball play, but I understand it, I guess. It's just been one of those nights for Vegas where you really feel like absolutely nothing goes your way, but tough to just say that because Dallas has been that good. There's a reason nothing has went well for Vegas, because they played a better Dallas team tonight. They've absolutely just been the better basketball team on both ends of the court.
Lloyd tees up a three. That's her first miss from deep here tonight. 5'5" up until that point. Clark for three. Can't get the roll. LaRue down low and got stripped. Lloyd will try again for three. That's a way off.
Well, assuming this holds, this is what's interesting. Vegas will have 4 losses on the season, 2 of them from this Dallas Wings team. And it matters. It matters when you get later into the season, the postseason. Is this a matchup you'll see? Because now you have a Dallas team that is going to be confident regardless that they can get this Vegas team, and they've earned that right.
Sutton with the lay. Under 3 to play. If this was a measuring stick type of game for the Dallas Wings, you have to feel pretty good about the performance that they put out here tonight. Big lead for Dallas. 2-4.
When Paige Beckers earlier today talked to Adona, she talked about response and resiliency of this team, and you kind of go, well, I wonder what she means. This is what she means, because they lose by 1 at Portland a couple nights ago. Shot 39% from the field, didn't play well. They were a -21 from the three-point line. Hard to win those games. Look at how they snap back tonight, plus a flight. Right, on your home court, defending champs, big game, a lot of conversations in this matchup. And to me, like, they haven't even looked back since the opening tip. It has been all full steam ahead, and so this is response and resiliency right here.
The season started, it felt like almost every pundit was picking the Aces and Liberty in the finals at some point. When you look at what the Lynx are doing, you see what Dallas is doing here tonight. There's going to be teams that have something to say about what the final matchup will be. Atlanta just put a beat down on Toronto the other night.
I'm one of those people that I don't want to talk about it early in the season, because health is always, to me, you don't have your stars, it's hard to consistently win down the stretch. Now, listen to the response. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't think it's a 27-point game, but it's the newcomer. And by the way, I mean, the block, I think, really said, okay, you're going to love me here. But so solid tonight has been Sutton as well in her opportunities.
It's like a hand and glove fit so far for Sutton. Under 90 seconds to play in this game. Segrist underneath. Segrist, who came off the bench in this game to make way for a long career. And she now, in 8 minutes, was a +3 in time on the floor.
I mean, when you look at Dallas, they've taken 20 free throw attempts to Vegas' 7, and that's tough too. I will say, and I'm sure that Vegas is going to be frustrated with the whistle after the game, but I thought early on in this game, when it was kind of back and forth, they really settled for a lot of those mid-range jumpers or contested shots. And to me, like, those are the moments, especially early in the game, when you want to respond, you want to get into the paint.
Coming up after the game, it's a WNBA on USA post-game presented by Ford. We'll have highlights, stats, and more from the winning Wings. Donna will track down some players and have a little chat. So stick with us after this game.
Probably going to be some happy chats.
Yeah. Foul by Clark.
And Jessica Shepard, can't say it enough. I know she's going to be 1 assist short of the triple-double, which is so frustrating because that's somebody else just having to make a shot. But
it wasn't for lack of effort.
No, not at all. And when the other team comes in saying, we're not going to let her get that triple-double. And also much respect to Jose Fernandez, who is, if we've learned anything about Coach, he is a straight shooter. He probably said, you got about 2 or 3 more trips to try to get it, and then you're coming out. We're playing for something bigger, right? I love the way his approach to this team. I mean, he is not mincing his words.
James counted in the foul. And a flex at the end to boot.
She's been tested again when you talk about giving her first career start in Portland, 34 minutes, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Like, that's an excellent game. And then guess what? Paige is back, so you're back into the second unit. Maturity, professionalism, it doesn't matter what my role, and I'm going to come in and play hard, and she really has done that tonight.
Sure has. 9 points and counting. Bell for 3. Rattled out. And the shot clock is unplugged. Jose Fernandez puts up the stop sign. And this crowd appreciating the effort they saw tonight out of the Dallas Wings. a 30-point